Hello everyone, welcome in to yet another KeokeN interactive stream. We are still playing Deliver Us Mars, one chapter at a time, getting through it. Together with me is Jeremy and Paul. Hello, good evening.
Hello everyone, how are you today?
Nice to be back.
Yes, it's been a
Together
while.
with Jerry. That has been a while.
Oh man,
What was the last time that we did this together?
in 2022 at least.
Was didn't do it this year?
What were you playing in 22? What did I make you play? Do you remember?
It Takes Two we have played.
Yes,
Did we play
yes,
something
exactly. Man,
Haven't you done something else? Haven't I? I think I made you do something else, but I don't remember. It evades me.
you do realize that It Takes Two is probably the first one what we did together, so it's like
Yeah.
back in the day, man.
My God. Okay, but we are back.
Yes,
I'm very happy
exactly.
to be back. It felt like yesterday. Maybe that's a good thing.
No, a little bit more than yesterday. Maybe after yesterday, but yeah.
All right.
Do you know that last time I had Sander, and Sander wore a sweater with the snowman, and I was like, Sander, it's not Christmas anymore, it's way past Christmas, it's March, why are you wearing the sweater? And he's like, well, I thought we were going to be in chapter 6, but we're in chapter 5, so I thought I was going to fit the snow area, but oh well. That one made me laugh, but...
This area, definitely like something in the beginning of the creation of Mars is we were thinking of all these concepts, right? And if you look at Moon, and we love Moon, but there's a lot of Moon and there's a lot of facilities there. And we wanted to make it a visual spectacle. So not only stay on Earth, not only be underwater, not only be on Mars surface, but also this winter part came to be. Like, oh, it would be super cool if we can really kind of have an addition to the journey and make you feel like you are exploring all these different areas.
Yes.
So this was like one very early on. We decided, yeah, we want to have a winter part, a icy part. There's this Odom, and it's this actually is very close to the isolated feel that you have in Deliver Us the Moon. This is a more abandoned kind of facility,
That's
and
true.
this is this kind of feel where you. Let's check this out for a second.
Oh, you have cutscene in the game?
Yeah. Hello everybody who are joining us, by the way. We can't say hi to everybody individually, but we're seeing everybody saying hello, so come wave at us. We always appreciate it. Use any wave emote, and then we'll just wave back and acknowledge that.
What is in the case?
What's
What's
in
in
the
the box?
We do know what's in the box, though. You're trying to keep the mystery, but we've learned.
Oh, okay, they know.
Maybe for the people that just joined it, they were like, oh, "What's in the box?" I tried to just make an extra narrative to the narrative.
No, you know what? We're not gonna say what's in the box. If
Yeah.
people want to know, buy the game.
Yeah. If you really want to know what's in the box,
It's forever lost now, so now you'll never know.
We don't know.
She just
What's
threw
in
it
the
away.
Why she do that? Oh, yeah. I mean, can you imagine? We are polluting the earth, and she's already, throwing garbage on.
she's already polluted.
Sarah, I just arrived. What do you see?
What do you see?
I don't really see any signs of life from here. The facility seems abandoned and pretty beaten up, like the quarry I told you about. I'm gonna go take a closer look.
Alien life form in the thick ice.
Come straight back, understood?
They recently sent a mission, I believe it was ESA, sending a mission. It's gonna take 7 years, I believe, to the moons of Jupiter. Because they believe
Oh, yes.
That
a
is
thick
not
layer
close
of
by.
ice.
I better find a way down to make it across the ice.
That is curious to me. I love that.
Yeah. MH says, when I played this bar, I was just jumping around and got stuck between the rover and the handrail. What?
Oh, really?
Between the rover and the handrail? You mean... Where?
Somebody says this.
It's hard for me to, like... I sometimes wish people were recording this kind of stuff, because for me it's always just like, what?
I have an answer, actually, and I know what has happened. Your driving skills are pretty bad. Oh, sorry to tell you that.
Joshua, if you can share the screen with me, then I can read the chat.
Ooh,
I
that'd
can- that would be helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
And that would
maybe.
also be a lot of fun too.
Okay, then I will try to. Okay, I see a lot of like skills and directing coming in and out. Whoa, oh, whoa. We got a lot of information here. Mission control is out of control.
It's okay, I'm just climbing there. Also, people in the chat, if you have any questions for us, for Jeremy or for Paul or for me, feel free to ask them while I'm also trying to like work hard and like climb it there. Paul, there is some exciting event that is coming up next week, is it?
Yeah. Thank you. So this is a little bit more of an inside the industry event, but
Oh, come on.
Koen and I are going to Reboot in Croatia, Dubrovnik. And that's a beautiful place. It is a boutique event, I believe. So where GDC, I believe there was like 30,000 people from the game industry coming there. This is a little bit smaller, but really like gaming. And it's very good for business. But for everybody that's there or maybe watching that is part of the game industry, if you're by any chance there, make sure to say hello to us. We have some exciting stuff to share.
Is this event is more like for indie AA or AAA?
I think it's now a little bit of a mix. So of course you have these talks that are going on, but there's a lot of like business. So people talk to one another, publishers, investors, indie game makers, creatives. So it can be anybody, but it's a cool event. I've never been to this event specifically. We have been to many, but this one is a new one. I hear very, very good stories about it. So anybody in the chat that knows this event, let me know what you think. I'm very curious.
Nice.
People say Dubrovnik is a beautiful city, though.
Oh, okay. That's we have the chat now so that we can,
Yes.
can slowly check if there's any questions.
There's
Yes.
034 say hello. What do you have to answer to that?
Hi, right back, handsome. Also, for the people that are in the chat and that don't know, Jeremy is an amazing 3D environmental artist.
I am.
3D. You are also. Yeah, how else can I describe you?
Whoa. Okay. Let me. Okay.
Describe Jeremy in 3 words, Paul. Let's go.
Oh, 3 words.
3 words.
Exciting.
Thank you. Lovable. Oh.
And I need one more. Skillful.
Wait. I hear the second and the third one. Lovable.
Exciting, lovable, and skillful.
Ah, yes.
Okay,
That's,
Jeremy, now describe Paul in 3 words as well.
Ah,
Oh, snap.
Many of them extinct. And it can
trustworthy?
recreate them.
Um,
Bioprinter.
I think honest, definitely,
All the ingredients
and funny.
Funny. Oh, thank you. I like that. I like to have the funny stamp on me.
lost vegetation.
And then, of course, we have.
You can find it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Location isn't on any record. Vanished. So if you find any information.
Yes.
How do you say this? I would
Copy
say
that.
pathetic.
Pathetic.
You might as well change it to compassionate.
Okay.
I was about to say that word exactly.
I was like,
Adorable.
what? Pathetic.
No.
I was like, why you call me Okay.
So we say, okay, then just to not have confusion, say compassionate,
Yes.
would say adorable,
Yes.
and then the third one.
Third one, cat lover.
Wait,
Chat lover. What does that mean?
I do not respect the rules. Okay, the rules are here to be broken.
All right.
One bite. Everybody knows the rules.
All right, I got it. I mean, well, I brought you to the Mars rover. One of the Jeremy. How many are hidden? We had a little bit of a dispute last stream about how many is there. I said there is 4, but Santa said there is 5.
I think there is 5.
There is 5. Dang it! That means I was wrong. I need to find 2 more. Well, here we have Curiosity, and Curiosity can sing, but because I've already played this and I cannot interact with it, we are not going to hear the song, so you'll have to play the game yourself to hear the song whenever. This is one of the many Easter eggs that we've kind of hidden there.
So maybe, Jeremy, can you go a little bit over the environment? You know, like Kevin and Brian have been going bonkers in this level, but also kind of the way like we make it look, kind of the assets that we produced here. Can you go a little bit more in depth about?
So as you know, we didn't left the planet, and it's still, like a really our favorite red sandy planet. But we are in a more, like, how can I say that? cold area, so that's why there is snow. So technically, we kind of took the same mesh, the same cliff element, and we had like a layer of snow on top of it. And you can see also a little bit of snow, in the curve, in the cracks of the rock, to give like this realistic effect that we are still on Mars. It's still red rock, but we are in a cold environment, so snow appear.
Would you eat the snow there?
Well, it's water, and there is, so far no life, so I think it's pretty safe.
Also, the yellow?
Boil it, before.
Well, that's actually a very good advice. Boil it first, guys.
I mean, isn't boiling snow on Mars means that we are burning some coal or timber or whatever that's polluting the environment of the planet?
Yeah, we are such a toxic waste.
Oh my god.
Indeed, yeah, probably. Maybe we shouldn't go.
You know that during Apollo 11, of course, astronauts need to poop. Obviously,
Yes.
from the travel from the Earth to Mars. And well, of course, they're not gonna take back this weight when they want to go back from Earth.
We are so gonna contaminate Mars, aren't we?
There is astronaut poop on the moon, guys. I'm sorry to tell you that, but we
You've
already
ruined it for me, Jeremy. You've ruined it for me. I'm never going there. It was such a romantic thing for me.
Yeah, indeed. In a way, you kind of want to not think about it, but yeah, that's the reality of things, guys.
I really want to compliment the way the light behaves, because you can see Kathy's helmet and the light kind of like creates a little bit of the shadow, right? So there is definitely the sun, and I'm not sure if you can see it on stream, but I really hope that you can, that there is like a little bit of the different way that it behaves, that Kathy, you can literally see her throw shade at every single one of you in chat. You've been thrown shade on. So it's cool. I really love it.
No, that's an awesome detail that's there. Also, these sunset, sunrise, they have like this because of the rumbles. These have this like bluish sunsets.
Yeah.
And that's such a cool thing that we don't have on Earth. Oh, here we go. The reverb on that sound. That means it's empty. There's such a reverb.
Yeah, that's mean also Sander was here.
Sander and Bass, both of them.
Yes, Sander and Bass. Not forget Bass. You did also an amazing job.
Now, and you know what this is a point in the game, of course, that you're alone. And of course, in Deliver Us the Moon, without spoiling too much for the people that didn't play it, you have this very isolated, lonely feel. And this comes extremely close, kind of like a nudge to Deliver Us the Moon, how that feels. The isolation, the loneliness, a little bit you and your thoughts. You and
Only you.
And that's,
What would you think of, like, if you were on Mars, on Moon, all by yourself? What kind of thoughts would come your way?
First, family, definitely. I mean, like sci-fi movie where you see
stage suggests its output was declining drastically.
Sorry, Katy.
And that highlighted structure, I think that's where we're headed.
I'm gonna use that moment to put more volume on you because chat demanded that one. All right, can you speak?
They want
guys?
to hear my beautiful voice. Oh yeah.
It's good. I can also do it via Discord as well.
I think it's the microphones. So you have one microphone fader. I think you have that.
Is it better now?
Boost it up. Is it better? I don't know.
Please, chat, tell us.
Is it better?
Is
Do
it
you
better
hear
now?
us correct? Is it not? Is it loud? Is it soft?
I hear you louder now on my end. Let me see. Yeah, it's better now. All good. All good.
All right. So like all the sci-fi production when you are in a movie and there is like only one guy on a planet, they always use that situation to show that love, can transcend distance. No matter how far you are from your family, love is like a really strong bond, right?
Yeah. No, it's a very strong emotion that even if people not there, you still feel it. And I believe this is also beautiful about life. Like we all have people that are passed away and we still love. But if you think about the practice or the practical point of loving somebody that's not here anymore, it makes no sense. So it's kind of like a very rational thought to say that it wouldn't make sense. We still fuel by heart. So
Seems like they were growing food here
maybe
too,
not everybody,
by the
but
looks of it.
most people that are there,
It says here these crops were all
we
affected by
feel this
unexpected
this
mutations.
extreme connection to the people that we have loved, and we still feel love for them. And I think even with a distance like that, so if you go for Earth and Mars, like there's so much distance in between,
I think this is hydroponic farming
that does transcend it all. And I believe that is also a thought and a motivation to keep going. And I believe it's also something that I would think about if I was alone. It's like, especially if kind of the
So this is
world's
where they manufacture the antidepressants themselves.
fate
Must
is in the
distribute it
hands
right along with
of
the food.
somebody like you, then the moment that you die or you screw up something, kind of like everybody was like having your hopes on you. So, yeah, I would definitely
So I
feel
think
the
this
pressure.
facility was their
Yeah.
one-stop shop for water,
For
food,
the
and
people who
self-made medical
maybe
supplies.
following the stream since the
No signs
beginning, you know
indicate they
that
were having a
right
pretty
now
rough
when
time
we
of
are
it
in
the
the
last
game,
few years.
it's the story
Almost
about
akin to a famine.
survival, like find a way to help the earth, but also a story about family.
Yeah,
We don't know what caused the famine yet.
it's a family story among the stars.
I'm trying to see if I've not missed anything. I'm walking, like, I'm crawling around here like a...
Yeah, you go
Like
back
a
in
little-
the
Yeah,
in
this is
front of-
where... Here, I think.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, there we go.
So this is what they were growing here. This entire crate was meant to serve 50 people for an entire week. That's way too little.
Is that food or antidepressants in this crate? I never could understand that.
This one they are talking about food.
So this little greenish stuff is
Yeah, it's
food.
And I think when you were on the table, I think, after, if you exit the room,
Yeah.
and the thing that you find on the table, yeah,
That's
right there.
antidepressants. Yeah, I think.
Exactly, yes.
That's the antidepressants. All right.
Have
yeah.
you played the game?
You can imagine, of course. Like
I mean,
if
I've
you're-
already listened to it. I was just talking about those other things.
if you're with a group of people and you're in isolation, even together, that people will have issues. Like we are, in a way, part of a herd. Some people like to be alone, and I can be alone pretty well, but I need my social injection after a certain time. It doesn't matter if you're introverted, extroverted. Everybody needs that feel to be seen and to matter. And especially if you're in a small group of people, then you can imagine that, there isn't so much. It's kind of scarce to have these emotions. Eventually, you have the group of people that you know, and that's it. And even if you get kind of tired of that, like there is no escaping to that. You are stuck there. You have to do it with them. And that can lead to many emotions and good and bad. One, of course, where people may become depressed or may feel like this is really wearing them out.
Exactly. Yeah. We're going to watch one of my favorite cutscenes in the entire game, and I know many people share the sentiment. The beginning of that cutscene is just such an Easter egg in its own about you Dutch people, and your ways and your stuff, and I would not have, grasped on it if I haven't been to the Netherlands twice, right? But this is just, we're gonna explain it after we watch it. Let's watch it.
It was like just falling apart.
Great performance, but I still want that hummus on flatbread. You should have seen that woman who sold it, Isaac. Absolutely the most gorgeous woman in Chile.
Really? This convention in Amsterdam, before the whole thing. And, what was it called? Oh yeah, it was Beat and Bows, or something like Beat to Bows. Oh, such a silly name, it's so tasty.
I bet. You know it's crazy what we're doing here, right?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. People are starving because of these mutations. Instead, we make antidepressants so people don't think about it.
I know.
We can't even feed the people, Isaac.
Yeah, it's science. It's an alien thing, really, sometimes.
This planet is alien to us. All the time.
MacArthur knows that you're organizing those meetings for Homewood. You should be more careful.
Someone needs to listen to the people. Give them a voice.
What about the people who do want to be in this place?
Like you? Don't you want to go back to Earth? Back to your daughters?
Of course I want to see this. It's just no hope. I mean, we're not even welcome back on Earth, you know. Saving that planet is a lost cause. You know that.
Earth is not a lost cause. We can use the arcs to save it.
It's not the planet that I was referring to. You know, never mind. You think Kathy's okay?
What? Of course she is. She's with Claire, right?
Just, I don't even know what she looks like. You know, I don't know what she's into. She was so young when I left.
Calm down. Everything's all right. She's probably...
I really wanted her to be on out. I really did. She couldn't, and then I left her. You know? I just left her. I mean, I left her. I'm a bad father. I'm a bad father.
You're not.
No, I'm a bad father. I'm a terrible person. I left my
You're not a bad father, Isaac. You're not.
There. Why would you do that?
It's okay.
Just. Who would leave their daughters?
My question is always like, why did he just say daughter in the end? When I watched it the first time, I'm like, come on, dude, you have two. It's not just one. It's not just one daughter. You've left two behind, but he only mentions Kathy and not even Claire.
Yeah,
right?
that's true. That's true. And I see a lot of people online were saying, what about your second daughter, dude?
Exactly, right? It's like, yeah, but in the beginning, it ended kind of on an emotional note, right? There are a couple of people crying in chat as well, too. The beginning, bitterballing. What is that? Funny name.
It's actually a very emotional scene, and it goes it's a dynamic thing, you know, like it starts very light, and bitterballs is like this, like Dutch food is not good food. Let's start.
Hey, come on. I come from Belgium. One of the first time I eat being here is bitterballen, and that's actually pretty good.
Bitterballs it's a snack, so it's kind of like a meat ragu. Do I say?
Yeah, it's like a fried ball.
It's like a fried meatball, right?
Yeah. No, it's not meatball. It's like, you know, when you, for example, when you fry the chicken, but you put panure. Around it, so it's that, and inside you have like kind of a ragu of meat, and sometimes you have
very
like
gooey. It's very gooey on the inside. It's hard on the outside and very gooey on the inside.
Exactly. But then again, then for like Dutch cuisine, we mash everything together, and then we say it's a Dutch. There are some good ones, but it's very farmer-like. Nothing against the Italian kitchen. We have nothing, but we do have bitterballs.
That is true. And Majal say, a Dutch party without bitterballen, a worst case scenario, exactly. Worst case.
There is a question, was that a deliberate choice to have Isaac's glasses without the sides for his hologram, I guess?
Well, because it's a hologram.
You mean without the sides, without the pieces that go behind your ear, so it's basically just the frame?
Yeah, I know it. It is meant, of course, we need to make a distinction between characters. So the glasses function, of course, to understand that in a hologram with not a lot of features in a hologram, everybody looks the same, that you constantly know, oh, this is, of course, Isaac. That's the reason why we picked it. That there's no ear holders. Do we have
I don't think we even have ears for holograms. Like, what would they hold on?
I could not answer that question. Do we have ears for hologram?
I don't think we have ears for the holograms.
It's just that, yeah, I don't know that we. So if that's the case, then we don't have it. We have to look back and check. Do the holograms have ears?
Someone
But,
quick launch the game and
you know
play
what?
it.
That's a nice feedback. We will try to.
No ears. Okay, yeah. So there you have it. If you don't have ears, you don't need a holder.
Exactly. But also, you know, you will see that we have different character in hologram, and some of them, you know, have like an iconic object to help you to recognize them. You will see that later.
Yes. I'm always like, I'm trying to see if I missed anything at all. I'm like walking around like a madman. Maybe not.
Did you take the collectibles back? If you go back.
No.
Are we?
Are we going like all the way here?
Oh no, back in the other way. No.
Ah, I think I have
Yes.
that one. I think I have that one. I think I have it picked. Yeah, I'm sure of it.
Oh, there we go.
I think I've picked it up. Yeah, see, it didn't show up. It's Anna having a conversation with Paul actually.
Oh, what was the conversation about again?
So Paul, this is actually a sad conversation when you disappeared.
You know what? I do Anna and you do Paul.
Let's go. Go ahead.
Can me myself?
Yes.
Okay.
You're the brown one, Paul.
Okay. Homework. Are we still doing this? Okay, here we go. You're Anna. Are you doing the voice as well?
No, I do Anna. I do the blue.
Or are you gonna do the voice of Anna as well?
No, I make the voice of Anna. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Then we are character. Okay. Is homework still on later?
It's a homework.
Tomorrow. We had to push it to tomorrow, but yeah. 7:30 at Med Nursery.
This is your depiction of Anna. Rosa, gonna be there?
Yep, that's why we have postponed it. He was tired of. Yeah, just to be sure, you know, it's right.
So weird, horrible. Therefore, we are not the voice actors of this game. Of course, I know. See you then.
Beep beep boop boop. We're at you. We are starting. Paul, you there?
Okay, we should never do this. I apologize. I apologize, Jack. This was
I'm
a horrible
crying
plan.
here.
We keep making games and not.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
I'm so happy you.
No,
I
but
would
it- this-
totally
this
create a
actually-
patch for the West Mars with you two doing voiceovers.
The thing is that, of course, Rainer shoehorned in like every person of the team with like a chat, and I think they killed me off. That's
Yep.
what happened.
Yep. You
I'm
disappeared. You're gone.
Dead boy. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, you are not there. But then maybe if Anna's voice changes that frequently, maybe you just ghosted her.
I would like to do a tiny Easter egg actually.
Really?
If you
Where?
go back,
Yes.
if you go back, and if you look at all the views on the wall, you
Yes.
should try to look for the 404.
404.
Yeah, 404.
404.
It's just next to the screen. Just next to the next to the
Oh.
screen on the other lay. See?
Oh my god! It says not found.
It's not found because you know that's the code online when you try to look for a web page and you cannot find it. So
This is amazing! I didn't know that was a thing. Did you place it in?
sure, I made it.
I did not know. This is so cool. I should. Wow, I love that. I'm pretty sure most of the team does know about that one as well. So
I
cute.
think I never. Maybe I saw it like back in the day when I made that texture, but probably everybody forget about it. So
It's fun.
Thank you for letting me know. If there are any more Easter eggs that you know of, you should totally let me know, because this is what I like about it. Nice.
there is another Easter egg on that texture, but I will not reveal it. But
Another
people should
Easter
actually
egg on this
find-
texture.
Yeah.
On this
Yeah,
one.
there is. Yeah, on this one exactly.
On this one.
Yeah, maybe
Is
you're gonna
that
find.
Yeah.
No. It's really on the fuse. It's on the fuse.
It's one of the fuses. Interesting. Is that the 702?
Here.
Oh, Wait, this one.
No, that's the piece of tape on it.
Oh, it's a piece of tape on it. Okay. I just
Okay,
wonder. Oh, it's a little Pixar thing.
Yeah, and you know why? That's because that's the name of the how do you call that? The schoolroom they had when they meet all together. And
Yes.
in all of the Pixar movie, they always has to put that code A113 somewhere.
You're such a nerd,
That's
Jeremy.
a homage to Pixar.
Yes.
They always do it. Sometimes they have it in number plates or rooms, or it's written on some objects. It's always in every Pixar movie you can find this.
I love this. Okay.
And of course, amazing inspiration, the way of storytelling they use. Man, I know the last Toy Story, man, I was almost in tears. I needed to hold back my horses, but my God, man, they know how to break my heart.
Oh man, always the opening of Up, I always cry.
Oh, the opening of
There-
Up is
there 3 minutes.
so sad.
Oh my God, it's so good. 3 minutes of hell.
No,
So
3 minutes of going from I have a nice day to I need antidepressant.
No, I think that's gorgeously done.
Yeah.
Really, that's an amazing piece of cinema what they created there.
This is very true. Is there economic code somewhere too?
Oh, come on. It's way too much. How can I say that? This Easter egg has been done way too much time. We want to be, a little bit more creative.
All right. Okay, let's watch this hologram. This entire place is just so beautiful too.
You're hurting me.
And you are hurting all of us. We might not
There is
recover from this. I thought many things of you, Rosa, but
I did not do this.
Here.
whether you planted the bomb is irrelevant. Your words lit the fuse. People will die because of Homeward.
Are you serious? People are already dying because of Outward.
Do you understand what this attack does to our production pipeline? We'll have to shut down several greenhouses. Food production will drop even more than it already has.
I abhor what happened here. It hurts us all. But I don't blame them either. They've screamed and shouted, but you've not listened.
I know you control Homeward more than you're willing to admit. Call them off, and we might have a chance to make it out of this as a whole.
No.
Uh-oh.
No?
Oh, words.
Don't say no
You
to that.
imprisoned us and forced us to leave our families, our homes. If this is what's necessary to shake everyone awake, so be it. If you'll excuse me, I'm needed in medical.
Let's go home.
Fighting violence with violence. Is that worth it?
Well, that's make great games.
Yeah, it's humans and their flaws.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's we can have a long look at all these cool things. Still things are working a little bit.
But the number 2 is not working. What the heck?
Because I think maybe number 2 was connected to one of the
Yeah, you know what?
exploded ones.
There is one who already worked. There is only one who's still working. Yeah, the one like there.
In the back, yeah.
Yeah, we say that they are connected. That's why, guys. Yeah.
Everything is there for a
The
reason.
Homeward group set off a bomb here.
And we have a
destroyed the
little bit
heating
of
coils
light.
used to melt the ice. They attacked their
Let there be lights.
I don't think she was involved. But yeah. They used this water to grow food, drink, bathe, everything.
Yeah.
Just reckless.
I
So
know that these.
The other do desperate things to
Oh no, not the flooded part. Uh-oh.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet's flashbacks.
I'm not really there's something about the abandoned facilities that are also flooded that just speaks danger to me.
You know that in Deliverer of the Moon, the flooded part, there is a It reference there. It's the clown, Pennywise. Okay?
What? There was only one balloon there, no?
If there a balloon, it has something to do with Pennywise.
Right? But wait, is there actually a clown?
I don't know. I don't think there is a clown to get there. There are some ducks. and there is balloons.
Okay.
Not here though.
Man, it's
Or maybe there is.
Or maybe there is.
play the first game again.
I don't remember how to solve this puzzle. I think this is the puzzle that have taken me such a long time.
Okay, so you need to
Work on
explore a
it.
little bit more to find.
Yeah, that's true.
Something else.
There is a collectible there, I know, upstairs. That I
You
have
can help her, Jared.
picked.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
oh,
There we go. There we go. I got it.
Before we come to the rescue, we let you struggle a little.
You didn't let me struggle for that long.
Well, he want to make you struggle. Me not. Me not.
All right, what if we place it here so that it can like access both? Yes. All right.
Okay, you know we're gonna play like the game, you know, hot and cold, you know. And right now it's freezing.
What do you mean it's freezing? I did something. Wait, oh, wait. There's a thing. This one, I need to figure out which one opens which door.
Okay, but this one, which door opened this one?
This one.
Yeah.
This one,
Yeah.
yeah, this one opens it, and this is what we need to open.
Exactly.
Yes.
And how much clear do you need?
Come on, Jeremy, I'm not a 3-year-old. I can figure it out.
Prove me I'm wrong, then.
We got this. So we've opened this one, right?
You are not 3 years old. You are 5 years old now. Very good.
All right, I got this. So now we can climb up, but I think I've already picked this up. But just in case there is something hiding out here. There we go.
What is that? Marshman.
There's the mouse mate.
I think the design
The right
is
one.
so awesome.
Yeah,
I really love
that's
agree
really, you know, like old comics.
Yeah. Just it's so cool that we could do that again. And for a lot of people, of course, the first game we used the working title a long time. It was called Mooman, and of course we made the comic book Mooman, and of course we're now making a game about Mars. So Mars came to existence.
Marsman.
Which is cool.
Now I don't remember what we're doing here. Wait, now we need to use that thing to open this little door.
I don't know. You are not 5 years old, so you know. Right?
I think it's a little older.
Yeah, you know, it's
I think I'm okay. I think I can pass like as a 12-year-old on my IQ test.
I can't.
Personally.
If you look at my baby face, I can maybe go for 40. That's as far as I can take it.
All right, we're doing this thing.
That's my idea anymore, though.
We are connecting this one. Then this thing opens, right? And then we just place it there. But then what?
But then what?
Ah, there we go.
So you are on Mars. You are kind of
I got
playing with
this.
energy, and you're in water.
Yes.
Freezing cold. And then again, Kate Winslet. It's now Kate Winslet, I think.
I
It's
did
exactly
it.
There we go. Well done.
Thank you.
It's rather complicated, though. It's not a simple one.
No, it's not a simple one.
It's not a simple one. There is another one that is also not a simple one. I think it's also incoming. Ooh, this part is so cool.
And now you have to be careful.
Yeah, of like how we are transitioning from just walking in third person to then diving in the first one. I love this.
Yeah, it's just something, of course, when you compare it to zero gravity, underwater, of course, has a similar mechanic to it. A lot of like space trainings, of course, are done underwater.
Exactly, in a huge swimming pool.
Yeah, so of course we have our sequences in on Earth when there's underwater, but we also have it on Mars.
You know what there is underwater on Earth? Poop coral.
Yeah.
My
That is
favorite.
a real line.
There's a
let's
question.
see
There's a question from Zeki. Yep.
All the puzzles are great, but what's the developer's favorite puzzle in the game? Do you have a favorite? I have to say.
Am I
for
dead?
me-
I'm not dead.
Oh,
I'm not dead. I'm fine. I was just testing if I'll die. Yeah. Anyway,
I-
favorite puzzle in the game.
it's the ending.
The ending.
Yeah, I love the Tower Power.
Yeah, the Tower of Power. For me, I really like the one. Oh my God! Hey, swim faster, girl.
Hey, Kate Winslet, just she's cool.
was-
You know?
No,
have
she's
you
not
have you
cold.
seen that TikTok of a sea lion falling asleep and the waves just like rocking him back and forth?
This is what's happening right now.
Exactly. That's me.
But for me, oh
Ah! It's okay. Anyway, favorite puzzle in the game.
yeah, the one in further in the game. Can I say it?
You could just go ahead and say it. Just go ahead and say
Okay,
it.
the one related to Labos wreckage.
Yeah, of course.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, but I think that is the obvious choice. Therefore, I wanted to say the Tower of Power.
Yeah.
But that's a cool one.
Yeah, but the Tower of Power it's more climbing than puzzling.
Yeah, but it gets me a little bit on my toes. You know?
Yeah.
Am I getting it? And I like a little bit of that itch, like that little bit of like in your neck screaming horse, like yeah, I got you, boy. And then you're like, no, I'm a better gamer than you, boy.
That also make me think about the first game. You know, like
Yeah.
this huge power reactor.
The power reactor.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was. Yep. A lot of people actually do hate the Tower of Power.
They didn't like it.
Well, a lot of people got frustrated.
Once again, I have the answer for that. Get better.
Get better, get wrecked.
Get better, get wrecked.
So I hope you guys got through it, but no, I just like it exciting and explosive and like oof.
Hotspot say, I think the greatest puzzle in my opinion will be me and Jeremy figuring out how to work together. You know what?
Kathy?
Yes, you're definitely right. I don't know how to work with an hotspot.
And hotspots or an hotspot?
What is a hotspot again? It's like a
Touch cuisine.
Dutch cuisine. No, you say that there is no good Dutch cuisine. Do I want to do that?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a metaphor for the taste of collaboration.
Ah.
The soundtrack is so good in this part.
Yeah.
It just builds up.
Still
Always,
very long.
always when Kathy like sees the shadows, it reminds me of that scene from Home Alone. Remember when he had like all of those cardboards, the card-out people like moved together.
Party in the house.
Yes, this is what it reminds me of, and I always like it cracks me up a little bit. I always laugh a little bit because like there is a little bit like party, the Home Alone style out there. Imagine that would be so funny if it was just there.
You enter in the room and like, yay, fuck the earth. Hello you. How did you come here?
Exactly. There's just like, you know, there's MacArthur having the party out there, all by himself with the imaginary people and whatnot. Ooh,
UV light.
the UV light.
Plant.
That's a different side of Marsh.
Yes. And they all also like alive. They're living there. Kind of scary. I would be creeped out.
I would be thinking of, is there something living?
The moment of truth. Is there anything?
Wolfpack.
Yeah, everything is still growing, as you can see. It's completely overgrown.
That's a cool sight. Strings are nice.
Oh no. It was just
She's so disappointed it's not people.
emotional damage. What is that?
The harsh truth.
So Rosa was talking about earlier about mutation.
Yeah.
Yep. I love Ayla in this part. I love the little Ayla's movement, how she just like go there. It's like, let's go check it out.
Little personality, huh?
So, this is cutscene that I was talking about last stream for those who were watching, because the cutscene that we're about to watch right now is the conversation between, a little foreshadowing, between Isaac and MacArthur as well. And this is for the first time where I've actually felt the same as MacArthur does. And this is the first time when I've said, okay, MacArthur makes sense. And I, like, from that cutscene on, I was completely on his side. And I was so pissed with everyone else. And I'm curious of, like, what you two think about it, because we always have the discussions of, like, who is the bad guy in To Live As Mars? You know, it's always like a thing. Like, who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy? Who's the evil person? Who's the not evil person? And yeah.
Sorry, let's give the opinion maybe after the cutscene, like
All
that.
right.
You know,
All right,
everybody
sounds
can
good.
understand maybe our opinion.
Sounds good. Let's watch it and let's give the opinion.
I just spoke to Remco.
Remco isn't there.
He's unsalvageable.
How did we not catch this new mutation? How long until the ration plan is back on track?
I think we need to completely reevaluate our projections. With the heating coils out and no alloy from Herschel, we're already purifying water 35% slower than before, and
Oh, angry boy.
I think he received way too many good news recently. Like bad news, not good news.
Feelings of guilt and shame. That's why she started Homewood. She thinks it'll redeem all the tough choices she had to make on the moon. Mighty brave Rosa operates out of fear and ego, just like the rest of us. Do you remember the Antarctic catastrophe? I was there. I'm the only survivor left. Our second attempt at a self-sustained biosphere, and we destroyed it in less than 3 years. Because of pointless arguments, petty squabbling. Intelligent, sane people devolved into stupid, irrational cavemen. Tell me this, Isaac. Why does emotion always triumph over pragmatism? Why were our last years on Earth accompanied by endless wars over resources? Why can't humanity ever work in unison? Because we are and always will be too selfish to do what needs to be done. Soon, Earth will be just as uninhabitable as Mars. Because of us. Not the rabbits or the bees, nor the cancer cells that spread through my wife like wildfire. We did that. I will not let it happen here. We will persevere and we will succeed. Outward was working. Outward is working. The chaos she breeds will end it all. You understand that, don't you?
yes.
Then explain to me, Isaac, why you helped her with her psych ward and why you spend time socializing with her. It is time you choose, Isaac, which side you are actually on.
It's not about science. Rose and I are good friends.
You don't get to sit on the fence about this. Outward or Earth, Isaac?
I'm here for Outward, William. You know that. I don't give a damn about Earth.
Uh-oh.
Not giving a damn about Earth.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. All right.
I
Verdict.
understand what you say, that you kind of agree with MacArthur here,
Yes.
but here is the thing. He believed strongly in the project of create a new civilization on Mars, and
Yes.
everything that you just say about, you know, like the human nature is true, but only to serve his own interests. And you can clearly see in the different action that MacArthur did through the game that he doesn't not care about anyone except himself. So what he just say is true, but in the end, it's just for his own, you know, his own good, not the good of the whole colony. And for Isaac, I mean, you know, Isaac is in between Rosa and MacArthur. Rosa would definitely want to go back on Earth. She's with Homeworld, and MacArthur is with Outworld. And Isaac is in between, and well, he still don't know, you know, which side he need to take. And I think you will see, but maybe he will decide to take his own way. But I was, you know, talking a little bit with Raynor,
Right.
to be like the fact he was making the history, and I was like, personally, I don't like Isaac. I don't think he take good decision at the wrong time.
No,
I really-
Isaac is definitely. I'm sorry. He's like. He has no self-respect, and he's like, he does not have a spine to stick for his own values. He does not have anything. He's just like, I don't know, he's just like a silly boy, right? But MacArthur, he had an idea. He was just like, humanity destroyed civilization on Earth, right? We did not do a good job there. So let's start again from scratch, and this time let's be united for the good cause, for like survival and establishing a better place. But hey, guess what? Same thing happened as before. So but whenever he's frustrated and he goes like, it's us who destroyed it, it's always us getting like fighting each other, cannot be united for a single cause, always has to be 50-50, always have to fight each other, even when we are like literally 100 people on another planet, there always has to be a fight. And this is what like personally pisses me off about humans as well. So I'm just like, I'm here with you, man. I'm like, yeah, exactly.
It is written in a way, of course, that it's, I think, good villains, or I don't know, just characters in general. You want to have a perspective that makes, to some extent, sense, or when you look at it in a certain perspective, it does make sense and you could agree with it, but also disagree with it. And I think if it's well written, or it shouldn't be too obviously the choice constantly to say, oh, all the decisions are bad of this person, therefore he's the villain. Like how Nolan, for example, writes the Joker. Like there's parts in that where you say, yeah, it kind of makes sense. It's not a plain villain always doing stupid stuff, always making wrong decisions. There is some base and perspective on why somebody has these motives, and to crawl in somebody's skin and find it sometimes understandable. I believe it's a very important part of storytelling. That's also an important part of us humans, is that we need to be empathetic, even if we are in disagreement. And that's definitely a big thing in the game, that we want you to feel these things.
Yeah, I want to ask people watching, people in chat, what are your thoughts about MacArthur and Isaac and his actions? Are they good guys or the bad guys? What was your perspective on the whole situation?
Tell me, what the hell are you thinking? You do not take a child to that sunken death trap in the bay. The WSA can teach her all that
I
training.
wanted to teach them myself. I know I don't trust them.
I don't trust you.
Flashback right now.
Nothing anymore.
They're both wrong.
You simply appear back on Earth to take her, and that's that.
I am her father.
Oh, I know. Still, make damn sure I acknowledge that.
Bryony has done such a good job with voice acting this part.
Okay, for a little girl to go live on the moon.
You can just hear she's so angry.
Please?
I think definitely the English and the French version of the game are pretty good, you know. Definitely.
Yeah, we were very proud of the VO and how everything turned out to make the story come to life.
No idea what you're talking about.
No, full well, you are choosing to be on the moon for some inconceivable reason.
Also, I really love the writing here, because many people who were playing To Live As Mars, for many, they were very confused. They were like, is Claire Kathy's mom? Because the way she's fighting Isaac is the way how one parent fights another planet. Not how a daughter fights a dad, right?
That is pretty true.
It's definitely a layered relationship.
For sure.
I love you.
It is. You say goodbye, Kathy. I'll see you again someday. I promise.
So I had a conversation with Elise and Briomi.
Please, for the
Right.
I have this philosophy that if you act or you are and you surround yourself with all like these things, and let's say for them like they're acting it, like the more they act it, isn't this something that you trick your brain and your psyche to becoming depressed or becoming really really sad? So sure, you can act and you can act as like, yeah, you just did my job here, or are you really a method actor becoming that person, meaning that you really become depressed or really become super sad or heartbroken? I said, is this something that you have, like that you sometimes go so deep in the role that you become the role, and therefore it actually influences your real emotions, and you're not just acting, but now it becomes like that. And this is something that I will be quite scared of. Like if you surround yourself too long and become this person that is sad, depressed, heartbroken, like all these things, that it would influence your life for real.
Would you think that the role that you're playing would engulf your personality so much that you're going to lose yourself in a way?
I don't know. I think I'm happy I'm not an actor.
Me too, Bo.
I think it's an awesome job. So, and I think the actors, especially everybody that worked on this game, has did a phenomenal job. Like I'm extremely happy how that turned out. And of course, like this is not a extreme long period. So the mocap was done in 2 weeks, and the VO was done rather shortly. But then again, like with a lot of planning in, so it's not that they're stuck for months, years in that character, and then I think it becomes, I don't know, it can become part of your personality. It will leave your mark, right?
So do you think, oh my god, this part, I died so many times here.
Oh, you did it perfectly.
This is because I was ready. I knew it was coming.
The truth is that each time an actor make a movie, you know, they need to go into therapy to not have, you know, like behavior dissociation, because they become the character they play.
So what about people, what about Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson and all of the, because they have played their characters like Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, Ron Weasley, they've played their characters since they were little children for many years as they were growing up. Do you think they had to go through something like that so that they're
yeah. I mean, for example, you know that there is like, you know, this theater piece called for Harry Potter. It's like Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. No, the Cursed Child, just the Cursed Child. And Warner Bros is actually talking to the original actor to be able to do another movie.
Right.
And Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson don't want to, because they want to get rid of this character and stick to their skin too much. Because I'm sorry, but when I think about Daniel Radcliffe, even if he did like other movie, for me, he hates Harry Potter. Same thing for Emma Watson. So I think that can be really annoying for them, to be honest.
Yeah,
for
he
sure.
probably wakes up at night and says,
Abracadabra.
Oliver, no! No, but I love him as Harry Potter, and I think, yeah, that's like ingrained into him now that he will always be Harry Potter, but he's also a great actor in other movies. But yeah, I think with such an extreme hit and being in so many movies, yeah, you kind of have that stigma around you. That's. I think like a good example is Jennifer Lawrence. Like she was of course in the Hunger Games, but I don't see her per se as the Hunger Games actor. I see her she has break away from that series. She broke free from that, and she's also. I think she did it fast enough or something, or there were more movies.
I think there is 2 reasons. There is only 4 movies instead of 8.
Yeah, that's.
And during those 4 movies, you didn't see her, you know, getting older or like growing up.
Yeah, she was the same age. Yes.
Yes, exactly. And
good point.
You know, like 8 movie compared to 4 movie. Can you imagine that Harry Potter is like a successful franchise of 8 movies? There is not a lot of that can do that.
That's true.
Except, my God, Fast and Furious, exactly. So yeah.
Mission Impossible has 7 now.
Roger that.
So they're making a 7th, part 1. It's
Oh
coming
no,
out now.
no, they are making 10 part 1.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, like not Grand Theft Auto. My God,
Mission
just told me. You just told me
Mission Impossible.
Fast and
Fast and Furious.
no, Fast and Furious.
10.
They are making the 10 part 1, and they already made like a spin-off. And for Mission Impossible, yeah, it's like Reckoning, I think. That Reckoning, it's part 1. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna interrupt you there for a second about the game. So Cyrek mentioned the death loop out there when the elevator breaks down. This has been fixed in the quality of life update, by the way, because quite a few people got stuck in the death loop in that part. We fixed that, so it's now removed. So even if you die there, the checkpoint is more forgiving this time, so it doesn't just spawn you right there. So it's better now. Also, Karma says that there was the part you spent far the most time on. So what you have to do in this part, I know many were confused, is that you don't have to move your camera anywhere. You have to continue looking straight. If you're playing on the mouse and keyboard, you press in S, and then you let go of your mouse button and you press space as well. And Kathy does everything by herself. All you have to do is just click the mouse buttons in time to kind of grapple on. Same thing goes on the gamepad as well. You just put the left stick down all the way, and then you press the jump button, and then that's it. The jump is there. I know many people struggle, but you know,
you need to get the hang of it.
You need the hang of it for the, what would you call it, the power tower or whatever in the end.
Tower of Power.
The Tower of Power, yeah. You need to get the hang of it for the power of tower. Tower of Power.
No, but it's of course a little bit of like platforming action, and a little bit more skill is used while we're climbing. It's not just climbing. It's a little bit movement, platforming.
Yes.
Pushing forwards, making jumps that are quite dangerous.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, she needs to do an 180 here.
Exactly. So it's quite. I nailed it. Tower of Power is an amazing band.
Here we go.
Oh, I don't know that. Tower of Power.
Maybe it's not. Maybe we should make our band. KeokeN Interactive Band.
Well, if you want to make our band, we do the Power of Tower, not the Tower of Power.
Sarek is saying the jumping to the opposite wall was a bit tricky at first, but fun if you master it.
Yes, this is definitely true. Yeah.
This is true. So we've made it to the next chapter. This is where
do you want me to go?
Personally, my time with you, Jeremy, and with you, Paul, comes to an end because everybody only gets one chapter per this stream visit, and then we save.
Yeah.
It is. This is Odin. Yeah, we actually talked a lot about other stuff than Odin itself, but it's it just brings up all these like memories, and it also brings up all these references and stuff and moments in production. Like I said, the talks that I had with Elise and Bryony about acting. I think this part is very much of an ode to an homage to Deliver Us the Moon as well, where you really have that same feeling of isolation that we get there, but also this deeper emotional part where things are sometimes like the reality of things are quite disappointed sometimes, and it's very human as well, these things. And also I see Cardigan, hello.
Cardigan, thank you for the 83 months resub, by the way. 83 months.
months. Man, that's an insane number, Cardigan. Thank you so much.
That is an insane number. Right.
We go to 100.
Challenge. So this chapter 6 that we've played so far, what's your general sentiment about that one? Because, you know, we have 9 chapters and the epilogue right in the game. So chapter 6, your personal feelings about this one. What kind of a role does chapter 6 play in the overall story and journey?
The reveal in the story is quite coherent based on the environment that you are. For example, you say your dad saying "fuck the earth," which is like really cold, and you are in a cold environment, and of course you are in this greenhouse when you expect to find life, and you only see plants. And once again, it's also like kind of a contradiction. So I quite like this chapter because all you find is like just cold and despair.
Yeah, I know this has been one of the level designers, baby Ryan. He has been working so much on this as well. And every time we were seeing like things checked in and checked out, like, hey, what happened here? Ryan was working on it a little bit. And I really love this level because it has a little bit of everything. It has a little bit of climbing, then it has a little bit of like exploration,
Puzzling.
There's this feel of isolation, then there's this emotion, then there's a little bit of that frightening part, there's a little bit of puzzling of kind of the energy of the stuff that we were doing in the middle, then there's a little bit of underwater. And no, I really love the pacing in Odin. I think it's awesome, and that little wink to deliver us the moon. I think, I really like that. It's a very good level to me.
All right, now we awkwardly wave at everyone, and we appreciate you all being here. See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.